Burkina Faso and Ghana surprised a lot of people when they suddenly came together and announced a united stand against Western pressure. For years, Western governments and institutions have influenced politics, security, and economics in West Africa. Burkina Faso has been pushing back against that influence for some time, but Ghana was always seen as more aligned with the West. So when both countries stepped forward together and said Africa should make its own decisions without outside interference, it signaled a major shift in the region. Their partnership shows that African nations with different histories and political systems can still unite around sovereignty, stability, and local control. Both countries are now working together on security, trade, and regional coordination. Burkina Faso needs support fighting terrorism, and Ghana needs stability along its northern border. Economically, they both benefit from smoother trade routes and shared development goals. This alliance isn't about rejecting the West, it's about giving Africa more control over its future. For many young Africans, this partnership represents confidence, pride, and a new sense of independence. It's a reminder that Africa wants to be treated as a partner, not a follower. This new Burkina-Ghana partnership is also reshaping how the world views West Africa. For a long time, global powers assumed African countries would follow the same patterns, accept foreign aid, rely on outside military help, and avoid challenging Western influence. But this alliance sends a different message. It shows that African nations are thinking more strategically, choosing partnerships based on their own interests, and building strength through regional unity instead of foreign dependence. Western governments now have to adjust, because they can no longer assume automatic influence or easy access to African political decisions. The future relationships will need more respect, more balance, and real cooperation, not pressure. At the same time, this shift puts responsibility back on African leaders. If Burkina Faso and Ghana want true independence, they must deliver results at home: better security, more jobs, stronger institutions, and real economic growth. Young people are watching closely. They want leaders who can protect their borders, grow their economies, and negotiate fairly on the global stage. The partnership between these two countries is a powerful first step, but the real test will be whether they can turn unity into progress. Africa is changing, and this alliance may be one of the signals that a new political mindset is rising across the continent. As this partnership grows, both countries are starting to rethink how they use their resources and how they manage foreign relationships. Burkina Faso has gold, cotton, livestock, and a massive youth workforce ready to contribute. Ghana has ports, oil, cocoa, and one of the strongest economic foundations in West Africa. By combining their strengths, they can reduce dependence on outside powers and build more value inside their own region. This means more regional trade, more local industries, and fewer middlemen controlling African resources. If they succeed, they could inspire other West African countries to take the same path, building an economic zone that runs on African priorities instead of foreign expectations. But success won't be easy. The region still faces terrorist threats, financial pressure, climate challenges, and political disagreements. Both governments must stay organized, communicate effectively, and avoid corruption or internal power struggles. They must also protect individual freedoms and respect local communities as they move forward. Still, the fact that Ghana and Burkina Faso came together at all shows a growing confidence across Africa. Instead of waiting for help or approval from the outside, these nations are choosing to stand on their own feet. And for many Africans, and even many people Aru,